Because it was said.
The Lord is watching you. Don't touch your bit.
I know. That was just a thought that came into my head.
You're approved?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got to do Rocket 1. You're right.
What'd you do? Huh?
I forgot
Why
about
do you feel so far away now? Does it feel that way to you? Or is it just me?
Maybe it's because we've opened up our energy to the
Okay, yeah.
room. And so it's like a triangle instead of
I miss you.
My energy is going ding, ding, ding. It's like a pinball.
Hey.
Hi, that's my Seester.
Hey, sister.
This is going to be great.
Hey, Nicole. But no, hey.
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 Hey. I think that's so perfect because I think I am a sloth.
If you were an animal, you'd be a sloth.
Yeah. Because it's my spirit animal.
What's your spirit animal?
Probably a squirrel.
Oh.
What, is that yours?
Kinda. We can be squirrels together, though.
Yeah.
So why would you be a squirrel?
Oh my God, you'd be the cutest squirrel. Would you wear that visor if you were a squirrel?
Yes.
Oh, I can just see it now. You know how on like America's Funniest like home videos where they have like the squirrel on the surfboard in a pool?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
That's you.
Oh, I'm a
Surfer
talented squirrel.
You got athletic squirrel.
Yeah, I just want to collect nuts. I just want to have a little
She's like,
collection of
trying to
special
get
nuts.
these nuts.
Yeah. That seems fun, just to spend all my days just looking for nuts.
I love you, Nicole.
I love you too.
Now I would be a sloth because they sleep and they eat all day.
And those are your favorite activities?
Yeah, pretty much.
I really struggle with that whole thing because there's so many animals that I love and relate to at different times and for different reasons. I think I would be a shape-shifting thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Or maybe a deer.
What about like right now? A deer?
Right in this moment?
Yeah, maybe it just is it's moment to moment or situation to situation.
Right now, I would be a bear.
Okay. Explain more.
I wasn't prepared for that.
I would like a 3-page essay on why you're a bear. Go.
Once upon a time.
So you watch the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it weird watching it from this angle? Like sitting here in the...
Honestly, not really.
Does it feel like you're watching it at home?
No, like, I don't know. I just feel, because whenever I watch the podcast, I always feel like I'm there with you guys. So this kind of feels normal.
It feels the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Are you like talking to your phone?
Yeah.
Like responding?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you ever do that when you watch podcasts? I do.
If I do, it's like an outburst. It's like, bah!
Yeah, it's like I'll laugh or I'll be like, oh my God, that's hilarious. Or
sometimes when they ask questions, I'll respond out loud.
yeah.
Before, like, it's like, especially if it's like trivia related, I'll be screaming the answer.
Yeah.
Or if there's like a pause, if someone asks a question, there's a pause. I find myself like in my car out loud, like answering. Or if someone's trying to remember something, like how someone's like, what is that one
And you know
movie
it
with the thing and the stuff? And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that too. I feel like podcasts are interactive.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, it depends. There's some that I do feel like that. Like I'm super engaged. But there's others that I just put on in the background and just like completely like it's just to hear something in the background, like music.
Yeah.
Should we start incorporating like those pauses where they look at the camera for like the little kid shows?
Oh my God. Like
Like
what do you think?
Like what should we use? The apple, the pencil, or the bag of cocaine? We'll wait.
Good choice. I'm here for that.
Clip it.
Feel like it would be unique for sure.
Especially with those kinds of options.
Yeah.
I can see it now. I can see clearly now. Stop. Oh, we're allowed to sing. We just can't play music.
Yeah, we can sing all day long.
As long as we don't sing the original episode 1, Precious Angels.
Oh my
That's fair.
gosh. Oh my. Literally, Madison was like, let me show you the video before she edited it. And I swear to God, y'all sang that like 5, 6, maybe 8 times.
You know what I realized what it was? It was just us working on our nerves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
For sure, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I feel like we were so excited to like put it out there in the world. And that was the one piece of feedback that I continuously got from anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about this.
I was like, Madison, you have to cut.
Angels, precious angels.
It was anytime we felt like the nerves, like it was like,
Yes.
there's
What do we
something.
do?
Oh my God.
That's for sure what that was. I love that though. And I love that we have it like encapsulated forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I've started going back and watching a little bit of the previous ones, like if I'm trying to make a clip or something.
Yeah.
And I tell you, every time, and even when I like finalize an episode before we put it on YouTube, I tell you, it's my favorite. Like,
I know.
I could watch us talk all day.
We have the
Yeah.
same, like, I have extreme anxiety that it's awful and the worst. And you're like quiet about it at first. And you're like, it's my favorite one.
They're all just like their own unique, like little nugget of time that I just like, I love seeing out there.
Same.
It's precious. Now my sister is going to be
Seester
in the episode forever.
I love it because I feel like it's just natural because I feel like we used to do this all the time.
Like just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sit here and
I'm
talk.
like, you guys had a podcast.
I don't know if I didn't tell you this, but
But no, like after y'all,
podcast.
I would say we did it a lot whenever y'all were teachers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And hang out, talk about your day.
No, you lived with me, and that's when I feel like you grew out of your little shell, like a little what lives in a shell,
A turtle.
crab, a turtle.
A clam.
Yeah.
An oyster.
There's a lot of things that live in a shell.
A hermit crab. Less
Which
crab.
one do you feel like?
Probably a clam.
Aww.
Because then I became a pearl.
Aww.
I love it. That's cute.
You as a squirrel. Her as a clam.
And you as a bear. And sloth.
Precious.
Precious.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my God. Should we sing it?
No.
Oh, we haven't done a 3-person. Maybe she can add a different harmony that just like.
I was in
all
chorus,
together.
but I do not know why.
Same girl.
I'm like, me too, but it's because I'm an opera star.
Nah, we had to sing "Happy Birthday" to get into chorus.
You had to sing happy birthday.
Yeah, that was a song. And
How did you do? Did you do it like in a fancy way?
no, because so what it was like tryouts, and you would go into music class. And can I say her name, or do you think probably not?
Your music teacher?
Yeah, because Madison knows who it is.
No, just say music teacher.
Okay, so this music teacher in particular, I loved her. Loved her.
We're listening. Sorry.
Pause.
Jesus.
Okay.
Pause. Sorry. I'm trying to put this pillow.
Y'all, we're professionals. This is how. No, you don't got it. Lean your body forward.
Forward.
Wow.
There you go.
There it is.
Oh my God, y'all. That had to happen. That had to happen.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Morgan.
Do you feel
Okay.
better now?
Yes.
Okay.
So the
Yes.
fidgeting is another big part of this whole dynamic.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean?
Fidgeting and podcasting, having to sit in a spot.
Yeah, it's not that's one thing that's not natural. I feel like, or just sitting in a chair. Like if we were on the ground, do you think it would be?
I think for me personally, it's just sitting in one spot and not being able to move around a lot. Anyways, she was telling a story.
Yes. Sorry, sister. Damn.
Lord, you gonna be doing some editing on this episode.
It's gonna be real fun. I'm trying to make a mental note every time. I'm like, don't. Okay.
We never clap.
Yeah, let's just do that. Call me sister.
Well, let's start now. Okay, everybody, we're starting the podcast now.
Okay.
This is gonna be crazy. I knew it.
Okay.
Fine.
So for chorus,
Yeah.
you had to try out, and you would go into the music room, and the music teacher, I loved her. And I had it in the bag already because Madison was like her teacher's pet. Madison was her teacher's pet for sure because
Wait, hold on. Tom, just stop. Just stop. You're saying so much, and now I feel like by the time you're finished, I'm gonna have like too many thoughts
To point out.
by the end of it. Can we just
how old were
Can
you?
you do it?
I was just telling a story.
I know, it's okay. How old were you when this was happening?
No, you're gonna.
Probably ninth grade.
You're
But
gonna.
you're telling the story well is what she's trying to say, and she wants to respond. Because to be like little 13, 14-year-old Morgan, like, I got this in the bag
For chorus tryouts.
that you sang happy birthday for. That's what she wanted to point out, and I know it. I got this in the bag. I sang happy birthday at least 6 times a year.
Me, me, me.
Anyways, go ahead.
Well, I mean, that's literally what happened.
So keep going.
No, why did you think you had it in the bag?
Because you were her teacher's pet.
So you think that just applies? So you're gonna
Clout
get in
gang.
your nepo baby, like
Madison,
Like, I'm-
that was a lot of my high school. It was.
That's damn, bitch. You forged a way for your sister.
What do you mean, a good one?
Yeah.
You were a dang celebrity.
Yes. Teachers loved Madison. Madison was smart.
I like how you said was. What happened? Madison was smart.
I don't know what happened, but she used to be real smart. You were so sweet for that, Morgan. Thank you.
Oh,
I think, perspective is everything. So I love to hear. I don't think we ever really talked about that before.
Really?
In this
what's your
way.
age difference again?
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So I was a freshman and Madison was a senior.
And you were like, I got this shit in the bag. Let's go.
Basically.
Okay. Then so you go to the audition, and what happened?
Yeah. So the music teacher, it was, I think everybody sang happy birthday. I'm pretty sure that was just like, the normal like tryout routine.
everybody knows it. It's pretty popular. I don't know if you know
I
that
know,
or
but
not.
like, do some people try to like jazz it up at all?
No, because she sits there on the piano and she'll play so you just basically do like you sing it to the tune.
Oh, she's trying to make sure you can like hold a key or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then she does like fa, so, what's it? Do, re, mi, fa,
Yeah.
so, la, ti, da.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still got it in the bag, baby.
Yeah, girl.
Happy birthday to me. So did you get in?
Yeah, I was, but I never got to like. So the biggest group was women's ensemble. And so if you sang really well,
Mhm.
you got into women's ensemble. But I did not. And I did not get in.
You were just in general choir.
Yeah, I was. I was in the general one. Mass was in women's ensemble.
No, I
Of course
was
she
not.
was.
Oh, you were?
No.
Celebrities.
I used to be so jealous of them though because they had the coolest dress. Like so when you got to that, like you were in course 1, course 2 for freshman, sophomore year. Junior year is where you, like, I think there was like one more general course class, or you could get into choraleers
Oh.
or women's ensemble.
Which one were you in?
I was in choraleers, which is, I think that's what it was called, unless I'm making this up. Is this from the show Glee?
No, I swear to God.
Did you just take on an entire TV show narrative as your wife? I disassociated for a second, but then
I feel like I just made up. I don't know if that word is like real or not.
No,
Did I make
it
that up
was-
as choraleers, right?
I don't remember if it was called choraleers, but I do remember there was like another group up there with women's ensemble.
And the only difference is that guys were in it.
Yeah.
like Zac Efron or who?
Oh my God.
So I like how this started out to be her stand-in, and I was just like my cuddle.
We have I feel like that's one thing. Even if we haven't had any guests thus far, we have visitors.
Yeah.
Like the cat is a visitor and now lives here. A squirrel. So
I
I didn't know you're collecting
Maybe.
things.
We didn't either.
Yeah.
so we got on that because you were saying you were going to sing something.
Yeah, because we were going to sing Precious Angels.
We're not gonna sing Precious Angels, y'all.
Okay, damn.
What else can we sing?
Morgan, I love that story. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
What's that one?
I don't
song?
know how I got on that.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Okay, I'm really. Why are you singing that right
Oh,
now?
Lord.
Why did you just?
Hold on.
Why? Mm.
That's Phil Collins, isn't it?
I'm freaked out.
Why?
Madison, are you
Why?
fixing
What
to
is that?
cry?
Oh, it was because they talked about it on Tiger Belly. That's where it came from.
Oh.
That's where I know. Like recently, they talked about that song and about how it's about somebody that got caught on fire.
Huh?
Yes, it's like about a murder.
That song is about murder.
Yeah.
Well, it's a banger.
Yeah. I did not know this.
Yeah. Because everybody's like so like entranced by the beat, the drums and all
drums.
that. They don't even realize what they're singing.
I feel like in the 80s, they made music sound bigger. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was like if you think about that song, close your eyes, like the space go, like you're in, like there's infinite space.
Mhm.
Yeah. I get that.
80s were, I think that's a good way to describe it. I mean, you couple cocaine with like,
That is a thing.
Yeah.
With different, like different,
grandiose.
what kind of drugs like music producers are on when they produce it or
Mhm.
that you'll listen to take while you listen to it. That's why, like, that's a thing.
Yeah. And when you're, I mean, I'm not speaking from experience. I've never done cocaine.
Me either.
No, me
But
neither.
I obviously have seen it portrayed and talked to people that have, and
Yeah.
it seems like that is a thing, like big, like dream big, do big.
Yeah. And it's like beats per minute type stuff goes into it as
Mhm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole thing to that.
So the 90s was like heroin, right? And that's when you get like grunge.
Yeah. Or whatever.
This is a downer.
That thing I sent you the other day where it was like, have you seen that meme where it's like the inside of a cheese grater and it's like every early 2000s music video?
Oh my God, yes. And that's so true. Because you think about like, Janet Jackson and like,
Missy Elliott,
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake. There's a bunch of them.
what about Michael Jackson?
Yes.
So many.
That doesn't seem heroin-esque though,
No,
right?
I just thought of it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I
They're on
don't
something.
know. It's something.
What
But some-
though? What would create
They were
that?
sipping some scissor.
It was something fucking, was it like damn bath salts? Like what the fuck was that? What were the early 2000s?
Wow.
honestly?
I don't know. Maybe bath salts.
Do you remember that story then in Miami or whatever where that person ate bath salt and then ate someone's face off or
Yes,
whatever?
I remember that. When was that? In 2000, like early 2000s?
I think so.
I'm just saying.
Sounds like some early 2000 shit.
You know what else was? Four Loko. Maybe they're just drinking Four Locos. I've done some questionable shit on Four Locos. I will say that.
Should we have a Four
flashed
Locos night? Her
pubes.
hoo-ha.
I flashed my poobs
When?
to somebody and I got in trouble for it.
How old were you?
21.
Oh.
Who'd you get in trouble?
Well, somebody.
Oh.
Couldn't say their name.
Oh.
Could be watching.
Somebody.
I'm just talking about. Okay, cut that shit. Well, it wasn't one person. It was a party, and I was just flashing.
That's wild.
Is that like?
Did you just confess to a crime, Loki?
Kind of, yeah. Now I'm
What's
like minimizing
the
it.
statute of limitations here? How many years ago was that? How old are you?
I was 21. I'm 30.
Was that happen in South Carolina?
Yeah.
You got some legal research to do later, boys.
I'm just going to go ahead and cut that from this.
No, you're not.
conversation.
You will admit to your crimes.
That
We
stays
here at
down
Precious
here.
Angels are accountable for our infractions.
Oh God, there's several.
Madison was
Infractions?
wild.
Madison was wild.
Yeah.
You used to be wild and smart. Now you're dumb and calm.
I grew up. I
Oh,
grew it up.
She's a mommy.
She gotta call me out like that.
But you're the best mom in the world.
Why do you
Oh my
think, hold on.
gosh.
Why do you think I was wild?
Madison.
can I say one thing real quick? And then I want to go back to that for sure. But speaking of getting called out, so yesterday
In my ear.
at Booty Nerd's birthday party,
Mhm.
my mom was telling me stuff that my nephew had said to her about me. And one of them was, he really likes that Young Sheldon show. Have y'all seen it?
No.
I know what you're talking about.
I know what
Okay,
you're. Yeah. I
well,
know
there's
what you're
like a grandmother character on there who's, I can't remember the chick's name, but she was on Designing Women.
Okay.
And she's like a grandma. So like grandma age, but she's like single and drinks and smokes all the time and whatever. And she's like kind of wild. And he told my mom that she reminded me or reminded him of me. And like she has all these random boyfriends and stuff. And he basically said like, Nicole just can't make up her mind about who she wants to be with.
oh my God.
What? Shots fired, bro.
Oh my God. Well, I guess I wanted to talk, we wanted to talk about this, so I guess this is a great moment to bring
Okay,
it
but
up.
we have to go back to you being wild. I did not mean to derail
We
it.
will.
Okay.
We'll come back to it. Stay tuned. Okay. Yeah, so my kid had her birthday party yesterday, and we had some friends and family over. It was so lovely.
Sorry.
Right, what was that song? Again? I knew it.
It's because it's the Precious Angel song. I'm sorry.
I thought you were saying friends and
I did.
family. Oh, it's now I like that. I like keeping the
Tune.
and changing the.
It's this. No. Tell
This
your
won't
story.
stay in my ear, man.
It's because it's all tangled.
Help, mama.
Anyways.
So we had a party yesterday. It was great. One of our friends / family members thinks Nicole is like really just smoking hot. A lot of people do.
Yes. A
'Cause
lot
you
of
are.
a lot of people do.
'Cause
You're
you are.
beautiful.
And I think, you know, you can talk about that, how you feel about all of that. But he told Joey that the next day, this morning, he was just chatting him up on the phone, and he said that he pulled his back out dreaming about Nicole, which we just thought was really fucking funny.
Only because of the visuals that come to mind.
Well, that's the biggest. I just think it's funny too, like just somebody like pulling their back out. Like it seems like a.
How enthusiastically are we doing our activities here?
Right.
No, it's like some. To me, it's like
you getting into it, boy.
It's like kind of like if like a old person like compliment too. Like that's why I find it kind of funny too.
What do you mean?
Like geriatrics are more likely, most likely to like pull their back out.
Oh, I didn't take it that way. I took it more of like how you, like a dude would say that he would break a back, like from fucking real hard, right? Isn't that how you do it?
Yeah.
But isn't it usually, is it themselves, their back?
No, but that's why it's funny because I'm like, what were you doing?
I was like not listening for a second.
Just now?
Yeah,
It
sorry.
happens. We
Yeah.
call it zooming out.
Sorry.
No, it
No,
happens
I
naturally in
know.
conversation anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you're podcasting, because you're supposed to be holding conversation, you notice it because you're like, fuck, hello?
No, or you'll say something that the other person just said.
Anyways.
Like I just said
But
something.
just to conclude, the visual that brought forth for me was like when the dog's real horny and they're just like walking around punching whatever. I hope he's okay.
I hope he listens and hears this.
Do you think he does?
No.
I mean,
Maybe.
Maybe.
listen, if that ends up happening and you are listening, I'd take it as a compliment. So don't worry about it.
There you go.
But anyways, what I was
You
going to
hear
say
it
about
here
that and
first.
what I was telling Seester is that because you were asking me like, how does that make me feel? And it's hard for me to take compliments like that about my physical being because I don't know if it's like aging or what is happening to me, but I'm definitely having some like physical insecurity stuff. So for someone to sexualize me right now is like really weird.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't understand it in a certain way. I wish I did. I need to get over it. I think that's one of my mountains right now.
Yeah, I could see that. And like maybe it's kind of like a good exposure therapy because you're having to be like, now you know this.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Turning 40 is weird as a female. I'm about to be 41.
Mm-hmm.
And my little nephew calling me out like that. And why is Nicole such a spinster? Like, she never gonna settle down. It's okay though. We'll still love her. Sorry, dude.
I don't think that's a spinster.
No, I know. I'm speaking hyperbolically.
What is that though? Like a cougar?
A cougar is someone who goes after young men specifically.
No, then it's not that. It's not.
And I
it's
don't know
not
what that
spinster.
age
Spinster
gap
means like
is.
you're not.
'Cause-
Yeah, spinster's like you're not fucking at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've heard that 40s are the new 30s.
Yeah, that's why I need to get over my little issue because I feel like I'm wasting my time
Yeah.
worrying about dumb shit like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Because you're beautiful.
thank you. So
Yeah,
are you.
Regardless of age, I think when we start putting like labels like someone's prime or like the 30s or the new 20s
Yeah, I was
or
gonna-
whatever.
Yes, I was
like
gonna
it
say
like
those like time bubble expectations of
Mhm.
like this time in your life is supposed to feel like this.
Mhm.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like you're just like, oh, this is when I was my most beautiful in my 20s or 30s or whatever. I don't think that's. I think you evolve.
Yeah, it's like you're always that beautiful. You just
Mm-hmm.
look different and different.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it for me is that I do not look like what I used to look like.
Yeah.
And so now it's like,
I feel like that.
you do?
Yeah.
And so when you look in the mirror, it's like, who the fuck is that? Like, what's her deal? I don't even know this bitch.
I will say though, I think that you've done a good job at least recognizing that the evolution of that and that there is someone new. Because if you don't and you stay fixated on this version of me was the hottest, this is the one I like the most. It's almost like you avoid getting to know the new, next
think
you,
that-
the new you.
I think that type of thinking is dangerous for that exact reason. And
Mhm.
it's like I don't know.
So if you accept that, hey, this is a new me, which I do, I think you're open to that.
Yeah.
And I can see that in
Yeah.
you, in your energy and vibe and all that. And then it's about embracing.
Yeah, because it's like, and it's literally superficial, but it's like my hair is turning gray and it changed the texture. Like I can't wear contacts anymore. My eyes won't let me. So I always have to wear glasses. And that makes me feel like a nerd. and like your skin changes, and like I put weight on in different places. And I feel like
It's-
more masculine than I used to, also in a certain way.
So take every single one of those things that you listed off and see them from a positive place. Like,
Well,
you look fucking cute as hell in your glasses. I'm gonna like get these cute glasses, or like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
I do know what you mean. And that is what I do to combat those thoughts. Because when they happen, then I try to combat them with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about like, one activity I do is I think about younger versions of myself looking at a woman like me right now.
Ooh,
like, what would 25-year-old Nicole, if she saw a 40-year-old bitch that looked like this, she'd be like, that girl's cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I try to think about it in that way. Of like, or even little Nicole, like, this is what you're going to look like when you're 40. Like, oh, damn, really?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah. I've been doing that as an activity. It helps.
Yeah. I've been,
Sorry, you're sweaty. I mean, ma'am. I mean, whatever you identify as.
I think I spent so much time of my like youth worrying about what other people thought. And so a big piece of my like feelings on myself, I'm trying to figure out like, what does Madison like? Like,
yes.
what makes her happy?
And I feel like for females that happens a lot, because there's like, we are forced to compete in a certain way. And I think that's like a biological thing, but because we don't live in that kind of, I guess we still compete for sperm. Like, it's dumb, but that's literally what's happening. But I think now it's even worse because there's so much more room for comparison with the internet and stuff. And like, you have 1,000 million endless things to compare yourself to. So like, that feeling of what do I like, or what makes me happy, or how do I feel, is like even further away from young people now, especially. But I think it happens to adults too.
Oh yeah.
That's what are they called? Like influencers.
Yeah.
There's so many influencers out
and
there.
it's like they're just misrepresenting reality. So you're comparing yourself in reality to something that's not real. But it's like, even if you have the wherewithal of doing that, your brain is still doing that activity and then checking it. And like, as little kids or people who aren't smart or aware or whatever, it's just happening.
You know, I've heard, so I have a friend that I worked with, and she left. But anyways, she has a daughter that's fixing to be in, I can't remember, 8th grade, I think. And the popular thing right now is skincare. Among like these little kids, skincare is popular. So like moisturizer and like toners,
But
and
all
like
it's doing is making little kids be consumers. It's not even for like, you don't need all that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like,
because it's like putting in their head like, don't age.
well, not only that, but if you create that nugget of like insecurity, and that what will help you and make you feel better is all these products, and you're sold hook, line, and sinker.
Yep.
And I don't think,
and that should be coming from within. Like,
but it's bullshit. Like, it's just feeding these capitalistic regimes, and then like, you're fucking with children's psychology to make a dime. That's gross. Ugh.
So that is like the happening thing, which is nuts to me.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like if that was they have got to have some sort of like internet safety class or something that these kids go to.
I would think so, because even when I was teaching, like, that would be somewhat of a part of what we would do, but not really, because you can't really teach those things in public school, because number one, like, your internet is blocked. You can't like give examples of like, this is what you'd stumble on kind of shit. But I definitely taught, we had a whole unit on perception versus reality that we would do.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually interesting, because we didn't have any of that.
I would hope that they would take that as a responsibility to do that. The internet is a vapid wasteland of horse shit in a lot of ways.
Because there is an education piece that like, I'm gonna hope my kid I instill in them one day is like, this is just to get you to buy shit, right? Like, look for products. We have to do that now as adults. Like,
I'll be doom scrolling sometimes and I'm like, it's like it knows. Like if you look at my the ads, it's like cellulite, like wrinkle stuff, like hair, it's like all the things, and then those are like exactly what I'm insecure about. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because it's listening to you.
Yeah. But then we just click on, because I'm like, oh yeah, that is something. And you click on it and then it builds this whole like algorithmic web. And then you start to have your own rhetoric in your head based on what you're being fed. And that's just through like one minuscule example through advertising. It's like what you were talking about earlier, the whole, and we don't have to get into it because I still want to get back to you being wild when you're young. But when we were talking about the whole Trump shooter thing, and you were saying whatever you were saying, and you were saying that it was like it's the narrative matters the most. Like reality doesn't even matter.
Right. So like what actually happens, it doesn't. It's just what we're collectively talking about.
But like
that's not reality. But okay, I was just thinking when you were talking about the how we engage, like even our understanding of that is, and our perspective on the internet and influencers things. Us three right here, we are all in the millennial group.
Yeah.
So like you're at the top, I'm in the middle, and you're at the bottom. But we all grew up, for the most part, our young adolescence, where internet, all that was
not a thing.
Not a thing.
No.
So we're like, whenever we interview a former student, I want to talk to them about that because they grew up with it. So like, how do they see it? Like,
which is insane. Cause I mean, it was still, I was in like high school when you're getting those CDs, those AOL things, you put in those or like someone gets on the phone and it throws you off the internet.
Oh yes. I'm using the phone. Get off the internet.
Can you imagine kids doing that nowadays?
They wouldn't have the attention span to wait for it to like log on.
Like the difference between how much it's grown since we were young to now is wild. Like the exponential growth is insane. But yeah, I agree because we have like at least a fundamental childhood of not having that. Like what is it doing to your brain when you're born with it built in?
Yeah.
I would want to know.
And you were a little bit removed from it too because you had to like work for it. Now it's just like right here. And everybody has it.
Yeah. Now it's accessible to all.
Like if you don't have a fucking cell phone, your life is way more complicated than everybody else. So society like forces you in it.
Yeah.
With your nephew, like is he already having pressure to get a phone in any way? Like or has that come up at all of like using one or?
I mean, he knows how to use it. He's real savvy with it. I think he understands the deal. Like my mom does a good job of putting those appropriate expectations age-wise for stuff, I think.
Yeah.
So he's not like asking for one yet.
Yeah.
I think he's little enough.
But he hasn't said if anyone around like at school they have them.
He hasn't mentioned it.
Okay.
He has just finished second grade. That'd be crazy, right?
No.
I don't know. I feel like there probably is some kids out there with a phone.
Have you thought about what age you're going to let Doodle Nugget have one?
I have thought about that. Right now it'd be like old. I'm going to make her get one of those cricket phones.
Especially, and I don't know if this is like misogynistic or sexist or whatever, but if I had a daughter, no ma'am. Not until you're like, move out the house by yourself.
You know, I think that
I realize that's not realistic.
Well,
I also
you know
don't have kids.
that looks maxing thing. So I brought that up with you.
Wait, what? Do
you know about this? Looks maxing?
I don't know this.
So we traditionally think that girls are the target of like cosmetic, like superficial consumerism. But actually they're starting to say like boys get it just as much with how influencing works now. And there's one thing called looks maxing, which is like maximizing your looks by doing like
exercises.
Different random shit. Like something about mewing. And like these are kids talking to, you need to talk to you said it was a coworker, a former coworker. They'll probably know that word looks maxing. Ask them about it.
bring up
I did
whenever
too.
she started talking about that.
Yeah, because you're talking about like and skincare is part of it, but mewing is when you take your tongue and you put it on the top of your roof of your mouth, and it's supposed to help you get like a chiseled jawline.
It makes me want to puke to do that right now.
What?
There's like sexual pieces of it too, of like something about like pulling on the skin of your dick to make it longer. What was the word for that?
Oh shit. Keep talking, it'll come to me.
Okay.
How did y'all find this out? Like,
I've watched YouTube video. I've come across people talking about it on YouTube about how dangerous it is. And again, it's like young kids talking about doing this, like young boys.
I cannot remember that. That's going to bug me.
It's about being an alpha. There's like a certain, and it's so funny how specific it is. It's like there's a certain angle of like where you like squint your eyes you want to have wolf eyes.
Wolf eye. That's interesting.
And you also want them, it's wild. And you want to have hooded eyes. So they'll pull
Stop it.
on their eyelids to elongate them to give them like a droopy like hood eye. You want to like have
Look how hot she looks when she does that.
Like Donald Trump?
Are his eyelids okay to get his eyelid shot off or just his ear?
Oh, well, it can't be that.
Does he have wolf eyes?
He's got some hooded eyes for sure.
And those eyebrows are kind of like
saggy.
Like
that face when you were making that face, it reminded me of Donald Trump.
Holy shit, dude.
We just unlocked his riz.
What kind of men are these boys going to be? I'm scared.
What kind of what?
What kind of men are these boys going to be?
I'm scared. Oh, no.
I'll tell you, even when we were teaching, I feel like I was always scared for the boys.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, God. I'm scared.
No, scared for them. Like how they gave them no physical outlet.
No, they're like institutionalized. I mean, all kids are arguably, but
how they have to do school, like school work, quote unquote, like the traditional schoolwork. I don't think it like comes natural.
Well, no, because for males, because females comply easier than males are like built to challenge things and be aggressive, and that's how, and like yeah, just like challenge, especially authority. And when you get to be the big dog.
And when you're in your adolescence, all those like testosterone and all that shit's going crazy anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So like, why are we like ignoring that or not like acknowledging it?
Because if Timmy goes outside and breaks his leg, then the school will look bad, Madison. So you have to keep him inside, tell him to be quiet and sit down, and then wonder why they're all fighting, doing drugs in the bathroom.
Real talk.
Did y'all have kids that would do drugs in the bathroom?
Oh, for sure.
Honey, we had kids doing drugs in the damn classroom.
Really?
Thinking they slick. Like Miss Payne don't know what's up. Come on now. Yeah, I remember one day in particular, I'll never forget. People had like a weed vape that they would keep in a highlighter. And this dumbass, and I only say dumbass, this child is not a dumbass.
Yeah.
It was a dumbass move. Instead of taking it with him, put it in where I keep my like markers and stuff. So as soon as he went out of the class, I went back there and picked it up and like shook it and opened it, and it was like a whole weed pen. I'm like, bro.
Oh my gosh.
But he had the audacity to walk up to my desk and ask me, because he went back there to he had been hiding it. He kept it in my classroom. And he couldn't get it open. I watch him get it. This is after because I put it back. Because I'm like, I can't accuse him if I don't like see him with it. So he comes back, lo and behold, goes back there and gets it, and is at his desk, like fumbling with it, trying so hard, like pissed because he can't get it back on. Because I guess I put it back, the lid back on too tight, or the back of it. Comes to my desk, asks me for a pair of scissors. And I'm like, what do you need scissors for, buddy? Like,
yeah. He's like, I knew my weed vape.
This is one of the things I hate about being a teacher because like you don't want to be a narc, but come on, like you can't be that blatant about it.
Yeah.
So I hand him the scissors. He goes back down in his desk. He's like opening things. So I call the assistant principal. I'm like, it's definitely him. I'm like, tell him, call me back and tell me that you need him right now. He's putting it in his pocket. So that's what happened. I think he threw it in a trash can or something on the way down there because they searched him when he got down there and they couldn't find it. I'm like, bro.
Wow.
He got in trouble. He go bye-bye after that.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah. That was.
I mean.
I hate those kind of situations. Because it's like, but what, like, is it better for me to turn a blind eye to like a 12-year-old doing drugs in the classroom?
Like, that's what I was fixing to say. Because I was like, wow, that's young. That's a young
they're
age.
7th grade, which I get it. It's going to happen. Like, I'm not, a lot of, I feel like 12, 13-year-old kids start to experiment with that stuff, especially because with all these vapes and stuff, it's just easy. But it's like one thing where, and it's not, and this is also why I struggled teaching. It's not my place to decide like who's mature enough to deal with that or not. And whereas I do think that that one child was probably mature enough to not be stupid with that, but he's showing it to other people and like meet me in the bathroom with it and you don't know anybody else's situation. And, or maybe it could be, you go give that to somebody whose family is in like a DSS situation and they drug test the kid and they get taken away. You never know.
Yeah.
Or they could be allergic to an ingredient in it or whatever. You never know.
No.
So, yeah.
No, I think too, like a lot of times how they're getting those pins and stuff at school, they're getting it at school. Like they're buying them from people at school.
Yeah.
So there could be like a ripple effect of, okay, so this is an isolated incident, but now we know that these are, maybe we find out where they're coming from. And so I just think there's like a domino effect that is important.
Also, just don't use my fucking classroom as your trap house, bro. Like, no, Miss Payne's cool. It's fine. She won't care.
A lot of kids thought that.
I know. Don't store your shit in my room. Get me in trouble in the process.
It's just, it takes like, and that's the thing, like you were so open as a teacher and like safe that there was no question that would be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And misconstrued.
I think I am open and safe as a person, and that is taken advantage of and misconstrued in a lot of different ways.
I agree. What about you, Madison? Did you ever
find drugs?
No, I think we had to, which I felt and still feel like there was a policy that we had to stand at our door to greet students coming into the classroom. But the problem with that is that you are now responsible for monitoring, because you're there, monitoring the hallway and your classroom at the same time.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of negligence that happens in that 4-minute, 5-minute window.
Yeah, and it's just a staffing issue because there should be enough staff in a school where with that age group, there needs to be 5 people just standing in the hallway.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, those kids like that are slick. They are like getting their sea legs with lying and stuff. They're all horny as hell. They are.
Yeah, no, girl.
They're gross.
Yeah,
they do weird shit, like
dumb shit.
And no, we all been there. But yeah.
So I think I could have totally missed some shit going down in my classroom or in the hallway because I was having to pay attention and supervise in 2 locations at once.
And then
every day for multiple times a day.
If a fight broke out or something, God forbid, because then you leave your classroom, then all hell breaks loose. And then
did y'all ever have fights that you had to break up?
Yes.
Oh, girl.
Oh my gosh. This one. Okay, first of all, I would be the one to get in the girl fights, and she would be the one to get in the boy fights.
Just because I'm bigger, I guess.
More than one child, she would just
air hug. Really?
Yes.
Are y'all kidding me?
No, I got hit in the head from remember all. I'm not going to say her name.
Oh my God.
There was another girl that I snatched up by the back of the head one time because she went after another teacher. It was about to hit her in the head, or did.
I think she did.
She did, and was going back for more.
Yeah.
But they would tell you, I mean, there
Holy
was a...
crap.
They didn't really train us well for that because that stuff gets real sketchy real quick because there's so many cell phones involved.
And they like to pretend that doesn't happen. They don't address it. Like it's not.
No, and there's all like kids that age will film a fight. Like,
yeah.
And there's a culture of that too. So when you are the only adult around a sea of kids and things get physical, that gets real sketchy real fucking fast. But it's like, what are you supposed to do? Let them kill each other? Because there's definitely been instances where some of those fights got nasty.
There was one, I can literally count on one hand how many fights I saw in my whole entire school career.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Like literally in middle school, I maybe saw one fight in middle school. And then in high school, I did see a couple, like I saw a good bit more in high school, but middle school, no.
I saw more fights when I was in middle school than I did in high school.
Like I'm shocked.
But you have to remember too, you're one person. When we're talking, if I'm comparing it to when I was a teacher versus a student, I know what's going on everywhere. I know, like you hear about what's happening in 6th grade or 8th grade. Like you have a bigger lens of what's taking place in the school.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You were in one place at one time, maybe heard something.
I would be curious to know the statistics there though, because I would be willing to put money on the fact that there's probably more fights in middle school than high school because you're in a pressure cooker and they don't have the autonomy. I feel like in high school, because you're older, like you get more time away from each other or like it's not like pressurized. You're driving by that point, so you can get the fuck out. Like you feel like a little bit more control over. Yeah. And I feel like even the adults in the room will allow you to have more autonomy like that.
I remember all the high school fights that were just like a girl's mad at a girl for hanging out with her boyfriend or something like that. It was like silly stuff.
That's the thing too. It's just, it can go hairy, like go awry so quickly. And so each situation's different. Like location matters.
Yeah.
Like if you're in like on a stairwell, that could happen or did happen in your classroom. Cause then it's about getting the other kids out. Like, so they're not like, and no training.
None.
And
the thing of it is that they like get exacerbated because of social media, because they'll sit there and like egg each other on all day long and get each other involved in it. And so the whole situation is pressurized and like...
And you can feel it. The kids can feel it. You can feel it. Like you know there's something going on.
It's like when you know a storm's coming at the beach or something, like the air gets weird. It smells different. You're like, something's off.
Hopefully
we could even clock it like time of day, time of year, temperature, like all that shit.
Yeah. I was going to ask you this. Think about this, but I want to say first, how many fights do you think on average happened like per year? Around holidays, I feel like we had one around like going on to school.
Can you
like,
put some
vacation.
parameters around what you would define a fight?
Where it got physical.
Like hands
were thrown.
Per year?
Yeah.
I'd say a dozen.
What about just like on our team? Or were you saying that for our team?
I was thinking the whole hallway.
Okay. I'd say 6 to 12. I mean, 12 would be a lot. I don't think it was 12.
God, that's a lot.
Because there's some that you don't know about. Like they could have
to open a can of worms for me right now, because we also worked in a place that I would argue that didn't have very good disciplinary stuff, and there was a lot of it's a lot. I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Yeah,
I'm gonna chew back on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there should be like a whole, like, what do you do before? Like if we did anticipate something, could we like, I remember several times where it was like, I don't have a chance to like communicate to someone else. Like, hey, I've heard that there's like people arguing and it could turn into something, because there is like what could you do before escalation?
I just realized why that number is so high for me.
Yeah.
Do you remember what that classroom was that was on our hallway?
Yes. Okay. Okay.
There are fights all the time there.
Yeah.
And that's in my purview of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
That
we had
makes
that. We had like what they call the emotionally disabled.
self-contained class.
It was a self-contained class, and most of them is like behavior issues, and they were like aggressive. So there was a lot of fights in that classroom that would often spill out.
Well, it was self-contained and not. There were kids that would go in there for some part of the day
And then come to us for different
pull-out classes or
Yeah. So because that classroom was on our hallway, there were definite. I mean, let's pull the referrals.
Mm-hmm.
No, we had nothing of the sorts.
Even after a fight happens, like, it was different every time. Like,
Well, yeah, and you can't there is like an after effect of that too, because you have to think about how triggering that is for people who have any kind of domestic violence in their life, or who are abused, or kids that have never seen shit like that, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on? How am I supposed to process this?"
That would be me.
Yeah,
Like a sheltered little clam.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like scared when fights
just imagine
broke
you
out.
like a little like a hairless sloth inside of a clamshell. Oh, that's weird.
Little clammy, little girl, little clammy, you are my world.
Oh,
All right, I want to hear about how Madison was wild.
Yeah, tell us.
Oh Lord,
Why do you think I was wild?
Because she vanilla's
You
fuck.
can be real.
yeah,
Yeah.
be real.
No, please be inauthentic, because that's really our whole thing here, is to just be fake as fuck. Welcome to the Fake as Fuck podcast.
We're fake as fuck.
No. Okay, I don't know. I guess we probably. I think more so Madison probably had a normal teenage years than I did, because I was more
your
sheltered.
perspective is off.
Yeah. Like I was more sheltered.
But I still want to hear what you think was wild that she was doing.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have to be. It just is
what is your wild barometer?
Yeah. Okay.
Like what you perceived as wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Madison would sneak out of the house and not tell anybody where
At
she
night?
was. Yeah.
How old?
She was like really young.
Like
She was
6?
probably like 16.
6 years old. She was 3. She's 16. Where were you going? Suck dick.
Yeah, probably.
Well, guac guac. Oh, I have a theory about that, by the way.
Okay.
And it's not a theory, but it's a take. Anyways.
But like, so she would sneak out of the house.
Where are you going?
To do it with her boyfriend.
To do it. She was going to do it with her boyfriend.
She said that so automatic, too. That was so like from you. Just
that was
you
so
were just
authentic.
you were just 13, Morgan.
Right.
13-year-old Morgan. You were like,
Do it.
Mama, Madison just snuck out. She's going to do it with her boyfriend.
oh my god.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I was a little promiscuous around a couple of relationships I had.
Yeah,
high
sucking and
school.
fucking, you nasty little girl.
And then there was one time I won't ever forget. One time there was these white shorts
Oh
that
my
I
God.
wore in high school that I like every summer I'd wear, like if I got like a good tan, and I'd put these white shorts on. I'd be like, oh my God, I look hot as shit. You know, just like thinking these white shorts are something else.
She's like, I'm about to do it. Everybody watch out.
Like they're my favorite shorts.
And
And
then this bitch.
yeah, and then Madison
Oh god, I'm so embarrassed.
I love this
stole
story.
them and took them because she went to prom. I don't even know what year this was. Were you senior?
Yeah.
Okay. She took them and she went to like a pasture. Like you did like some camping. I don't know what you did. But like y'all and a group of friends
All the field party, everybody.
had a field party and she got wasted and she fell into a creek and ruined my white shorts. Like literally mud everywhere. And I just remember going into the laundry room And mom, I think, had them and was like, sorry, like these are ruined, basically.
I love how she was apologizing for your indiscretion.
Yeah, like, Mom was like, these are not. Or maybe I found them in the laundry.
I do remember you finding them in the laundry and being like,
I don't remember what it was, but I think I did find it. Maybe mom told me.
Didn't you lose them off of your being?
yeah. I was
going to say, there's more to this story.
There is.
Oh my God.
So we went to like drop some shit off at the pasture before prom. And I remember thinking, oh, if anybody has to pee, they can pee in the creek. It's right there.
I thought you were going to say they can pee in these shorts. These are the pee-pee shorts.
They can pee in these shorts, guys. So I got drunk for that was the first time I ever got drunk.
What'd you drink?
Senior prom. Like drunk. I think I drank, but not drunk. Like,
What'd you drink?
Oh, girl. Everclear. Straight.
Ooh.
Like taste it with Pepsi maybe or something.
Ew. Did you vom?
Oh, yeah. I kissed somebody and then vomited right after.
It's so hot.
And then
You're like,
and then I remember thinking, I guess, oh, I can pee in the creek. And so like took my shorts off or somehow fell in the creek.
Shorts.
Almost drowned in like this much water.
she's like, my shorts. You took my shorts off, bitch.
Oh my God. I should have just left them in a creek. I shouldn't have even
Yeah,
brought 'em
why'd you
home.
bring them home?
I don't know.
You instigated that shit. Look, Morgan, look what I did to your white short. Just leave him in the laundry room for you to find.
Oh, that's the most fucked up part.
Yeah.
I
was mad.
Yeah, I woke up the next morning and was in my friend's boxers. Like, thankfully, they allowed me to, or gave me some boxers to cover my ass up because I didn't. They were white shorts, so I'm just like half naked,
dirty whore.
and almost drowned in that creek for real, trying
You
to piss in
did?
it. Yes, I was like underwater. I remember like this much water.
Madison.
Yeah, I could have died for real.
Does your mother know about this story?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's scary.
I spent the next day like literally just dead in my friend's water bed, like a water bed.
That's the worst place.
I'm just like dehydrated as fuck.
Yeah, because when you're that old, you don't know how to deal with that hangover.
No.
I didn't even know I was getting drunk. I just was drinking alcohol. Like,
Yeah.
I saw it TV and like people doing. I could have died.
Well, I'm really glad that you didn't.
I'm just saying this right now. Abstinence.
That's when you don't have sex.
Well, no,
You
I
can
think it
abstain
applies
from other things.
I think we grew up in an abstinence home, whether it was like sex related or alcohol related.
Oh, yeah,
And
we
so-
sure did.
Then
and-
you go wild
Yeah. You don't know.
because
like,
you don't know like
Your
boundaries
limits.
for stuff.
It wasn't even communicated. I feel like even if we had conversations about it, I would have been a little bit.
We didn't talk about it at all.
No. So I don't support abstinence homes. Talk about shit with your kids.
I agree, actually. I think there's balance to all that.
Yeah, because when I don't think I was drunk, but in high school, I went to a party. It's always out in a pasture. That's where we grew up. That's literally where people would have
You
parties.
can say
Pasture.
Pickens.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out Pickens. What's up?
Also, like field parties when you're young. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously people in a city aren't doing that. But like where else are you gonna go?
Yeah.
You gotta go hide because you're underage. You're gonna go do drugs and drink booze and fuck in the woods.
That's what people do.
Yeah. I still like to do that. Just FYI for
Yeah.
everybody.
Sounds kind of nice.
Getting fucked up and fucking in the woods. Sounds like a good weekend to me.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all doing later? Anyways.
I just thought of something. It just
Hold
crossed
on,
my
she gotta
face
finish
so
her
hard.
story.
I know. We'll talk about it next.
Okay. So, what was I saying?
You were in the pasture.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. And I had like, oh my God, I probably had like maybe 2 Bud Lights. Like literally just 2 Bud Light beers. And I remember, and this is kind of bad, but like I remember I drove back to my friend's house and spent the night there. And I remember driving and being like, oh, this is weird. Like, this is a weird, why do I feel like this? You know?
Yeah.
I had like a weird just feeling.
It's called driving under the influence.
Yeah.
That's the feeling.
And I had no clue that I was like tipsy or whatever. I had no earthly idea.
That's wild.
Like literally, I was oblivious to it. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what this is.
I remember the
Wow.
first time I got real drunk. It was with one of my mom's daughters that I was friends with for a brief period of time. Mom's friend's daughter.
Okay.
And my mom had a mason jar of bourbon.
Yeah.
And I think she got it from my grandfather, but I think she had it to put in like eggnog or something. It was it was a seasonal, like a special thing. And we were like, we're going to drink this. And I mean, we were 13, 14 maybe, which bourbon now can sometimes be hard to put back. But when you're a 13, 14-year-old girl, that shit was nasty. We're like, it's brown. Like, we'll just mix it with sweet tea. That'll help. It was fucking disgusting.
God.
But we mixed like the entire mason jar. 'Cause I was like, in my head, I'm like, I can just go get some more from my grandpa, or like just she'll think that she lost it or whatever. I
Yeah.
really don't know. I should ask her. I'm sure she'll listen to this. She can tell me if she remembers this or not. But we drank the whole thing and drank it real fast because it was so disgusting. And we were fucked up. They're just like chugging bourbon
That's
and
so
sweet
funny.
tea. I don't even remember what happened. I think we just like passed out.
Did you tell your mom
So
about
nasty.
it?
Well, I am now. Mom, I drank all your bourbon. My bad.
I feel like your mom, though, is the kind of mom that would be okay. Like, she
Yeah.
would be like, that's fine.
God, I remember she's going to kill me. But I remember one time I was hanging out with my boyfriend and his friend when I was like 16.
Yeah.
And the thing to do then was like, you go get drunk outside somewhere because that's what you did. And then go to Waffle House.
Oh.
Because you could still smoke inside. You could smoke cigarettes inside Waffle House at this time. And it was just a bunch of young ass drunk kids smoking cigarettes in Waffle House. It was the best.
I know, that sounds amazing.
I can like visually picture that. And I'm just like, wow, what a time to live.
It was. But back then I used to drink hooch, like the like flavored. They were like, it was basically like alcoholic Faygo. It was disgusting. But I used to be able to sweet talk my brother every once in a while and get me like a 6-pack of hooch. And so if I would drink the whole thing myself, and it was like juice. It was so sweet. So you didn't realize how fucked up you were until you
Too
drank it
late.
all. You're like, so we go to Waffle House and I'm like puking when we get back to my boyfriend's house. And I call my mom, like, Mom, I'm sick. I'm like, can I just spend the night over here? I think I ate something bad, blah, blah. And she's like, oh no, are you okay? You need to come home if you're sick. You really need to come home. I'm like, shit. So they brought me home and I'm like drunk. I'm not puking anymore, but I'm not I'm going to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
She's waiting up for me and I'm like, damn it. Like, what is this about to be? And then she proceeds to she's like, Nicole, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, damn it. And she's like, are you bulimic? She's like, I'm worried about you throwing up after you ate food. And like, if you didn't eat something that made you sick, like,
Oh.
I'm just like, she's giving me a lecture. She thinks I have an eating disorder right now. I'm just like drunk with my boyfriend and friends. Like, no, Mom, not bulimic. I didn't tell her what was actually happening in that moment.
Yeah.
Have you talked about it since?
Well, I am now. Sorry, Mom.
They know. Moms know.
Yeah. Moms know.
Or they'll fucking find out.
Yeah.
If they don't know, they will.
Yeah.
I remember
Sure.
another time, this is a quick one, and then we can go back to whatever. But so it's in the house that she lives in now.
Mhm.
I'm there. I'm probably 15, 16. I'm there in the bathtub with my boyfriend. We're naked in the bathtub together. And my mom's not home. She comes home early that day, and I'm like, she's in the house, and we're in the bathroom naked. I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? So and I just like, I froze. Like, I'm just like, if I'm really still, no one can see me. I'm like, just close the shower curtain, everything's fine. So he gets in the linen closet, which is not even like, it's enough room and it's in the bathroom, but it's enough room for you to just like stand in there and close the door and then you're like this. So he's just in there naked. And she goes in, she walks in the bathroom because she just like sensed that something was fucked up and probably his car was there.
Mhm.
And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, just taking a bath. Like, basically, like, where the fuck is this kid at? Because I know he's in here somewhere. And she just like opens the door. And he's just standing there.
Nuh-uh.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Poor Lisa. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. What was her reaction?
I kind of blocked it out, to be honest with you. I definitely remember a conversation of like, are you having sex? And like, obviously.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I guess by your terms, I was pretty wild too.
No, yeah. From like 16 to like 18, 19. I feel like that was when I was just like at my wildest.
Really?
Yeah. Started slowly, but I don't, beyond like promiscuity and like drinking alcohol, I don't think I did much of it. Like I maybe
Yeah.
smoked weed a couple of times. Like I think the first time I got high was with a friend who was actually my first kiss.
Yeah.
Too.
Was it a simultaneous activity?
No.
Oh, damn.
No, we kissed in like 7th grade. We went to see the movie Bruce Almighty, and he asked to kiss me, and we missed.
What do you mean?
Like
were your eyes closed?
Yeah, I thought that's what you did. So I
Oh.
was just like, and we were like on top of each other. So, but then we later on I think we were just friends in high school at this point, and I smoked like a joint with him for the first time, Smokey, and we had mint chocolate chip ice cream. I remember that part of it afterwards.
What a precious memory.
Mhm. Yeah, shout out to you,
Person.
guy.
Person who we will not name names about.
Couple of special.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess other than that, it was just, that was about it.
Yeah. I think just the lying. Like
Yeah, Madison was like a compulsive liar.
To cover up your... Did you
She
just lie
lied
just 'cause?
about just stupid stuff to
Like
like
what?
just to lie.
it made sense in my head to like that it was like this weird narrative of like, I want the best outcome for myself in situations and I don't want to get in trouble. Like that was a big thing, is like not getting in trouble and like having my parents or whoever like see me in the best light. And so
Can you give an example of the type of lie you would tell? If you can, it's
okay,
fine.
yeah, no. Like if
I have one.
okay. Do share.
Okay, so Madison, she like went on a trip and didn't tell mom or like dad, and it was like a big time trip. Like I think that y'all went to like Nashville or something, and she said she was spending the night at her friend's house for a weekend, but they went on this like road trip, and I saw it on her friend's Facebook, and I told on Madison, and then your friend blocked me.
No, I blocked you from her profile.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I'm trying to think about where we went and why I lied.
I don't know why you lied.
You done went out of state?
But like just
That's
stupid
dangerous.
things where like mom obviously would let her go. My mom let me go to Boston, Massachusetts when I was like 18 years old. Like,
You were an adult.
I know.
She can let you.
I know.
No, I'm saying she didn't have a choice.
True.
Like, mama let me go to Boston last month.
I asked her and she said it was okay.
So just make sure your husband goes with you.
Take your birth control and brush your teeth.
Don't forget some clean panties.
But no, I think she would have let you go.
What did you? Where
I
did- you
don't really.
know?
I really don't even know where we went. I can't. I know who, but I don't know where or what. So who the fuck knows? I don't know.
I thought it was Nashville, Tennessee. See,
No, I've only been to Nashville once with you. Yeah. So
Gatlinburg?
maybe it was the mountains, but that seems so funny. Like we got a cabin and we're like, huh? I don't think it was there either. I'll have to think about that.
Okay.
Because I know what you're talking about, but I don't. So I'll think about that. But yeah, it was like things I didn't have to lie about. Or like if I was like going with friends and I knew like my mom didn't like one of the friends or my dad didn't or something, I would exclude them from like who I was hanging out with. You know what I mean? It's just easier. I didn't want to get in an argument. I didn't want to have to I didn't want to be scolded. I hated that. So I would avoid it by lying.
So wild.
Liar. But it carried in me like throughout other relationships and like even in my 20s, like it was something that I had to work on, like
lying.
Yeah. Like realizing like how I would do it without even thinking about it.
Really?
Yeah. And
In the same kind of way, or how would it be in a relationship?
Yeah, it'd be about, I think the same, like if I would, like omission or something. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people believe omitting something is not lying, but it depends on why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So paying attention to why I'm doing things or omitting things, I have to do that now.
Are you lying right now?
Yes.
Fake as fuck podcast.
None of this happened. That's not my sister.
That's funny.
Well.
I
wonder what time we're at.
I didn't pay attention to what time we started, but we're definitely at least an hour, if not more.
Do you want to do fuck, marry, kill before we?
Yeah.
Okay.
With that?
All right, let's each do one, and then if we love it, we can do another round.
Okay.
Who wants to start?
You go first, Maddie.
Okay. All right. So I've been thinking about this like recently. So I'm gonna about yeah. Okay. All right, ready? All right. Bill Nye, Pee Wee Herman, and Mr. Rogers.
Oh damn, I got it.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna kill Pee Wee, but steal his house. I'm gonna fuck Bill Nye because he got a dong. And I'm gonna marry Mr. Rogers.
Oh,
I think I'm doing the same.
I think I would do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I really love Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. He seems like a good family man.
He's so sweet and welcoming.
He's a good house.
Yeah. Like I want to have a different answer.
Good host.
Yeah. I want to have a different answer just to be different, but I think that's the right one.
Yeah, I think because I honestly, Pee Wee kind of scares me a little bit. So I'd definitely kill him.
He's a little loud and erratic for my taste.
Yeah.
And I don't think I would enjoy fucking him for that same reason. But like aesthetically, I adore him. But Bill Nye, he can put it down.
Oh yeah.
Talk about breaking backs. Hey-o.
I think Bill Nye's kind of cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's tall and he's got a big nose, honey. He's got a dick on him. Wait, I see you, Bill Nye.
All right, y'all's turn.
Oh my God, that was a good one.
That was solid.
I'm not going to have good ones.
Do you want to go next? Do you want me to go?
I'll go. Okay. So your options.
I will say this. Time out. It doesn't have to be people. It could be objects. It could be groups. It could be anything.
Okay.
It could be a mood. You can fuck a mood.
I already just thought of something. Though.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do it.
So, Drake.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Or J. Cole.
So topical.
Yeah.
All right, I got mine.
Okay.
I'm killing Drake.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. I'm gonna fuck Kendrick Lamar, and I'm gonna marry J. Cole.
Same.
Is this gonna be
same? Because I love J. Cole. Because he's like, I don't know, he just feels so sweet and like nice, and like I would want to marry that.
Just it just in this whole rap battle, how he took the high road, like that's the good husband material. Kendrick can probably fuck like a little rabbit. And Drake can, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Everybody's killing Drake. Yeah.
I mean, not everybody, but.
What if we're the same on every single one?
That's probably going to happen.
Probably.
All right, I'm going sitcom dads. Ready?
Okay.
Dan from Roseanne. Red from That 70s Show.
Ooh.
And the dad Al Bundy from Married with Children? Do you remember him?
Okay, so I
can pick a younger one.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't know
Can
any
I
of
be
them?
honest?
You don't know any of those people?
So I don't know two of them, but I know Red.
Maybe you can just fuck, kill, and marry Red.
Sounds like a really rough night. And also that makes me feel old.
I'm sorry. I know Roseanne, but I didn't really like watch that.
Okay, hold on. Do you want to answer it or should I pick a different one?
I can answer that one.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Definitely killing Al Bundy. He annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And he's like a fucking sexist.
Yeah.
I'm marrying Dan.
Okay. Then you're gonna fuck Red?
Yeah.
I would have the same answer.
I like Red.
I do, but he just seems like too militaristic.
That's true.
You know, he's
like, I don't know
ass.
if I can marry that. Yeah.
No, but he can accomplish a task, I bet. If you know what I'm saying.
You think so? He can fuck too?
That's the one you chose to fuck.
Well, it doesn't mean he's good at it.
I think he can. I mean, he can. Like mission accomplished type vibe. May not be the best, but he'll get you there.
Okay. Maybe.
I like it.
I think he seems like a selfish lover.
No, I don't know. Because I feel like him and Kitty have like some. They would have some good old times.
Kitty's a freak.
That's true.
She's a fucking freak. You know she'd be throwing it back for him.
Yeah.
He got a little toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
He got some tricks.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe he's just got the willingness. And that can go a long way.
I'm pretty sure Kitty had like, there was one episode where she had like a book that had like sexual positions and they were going to try some.
See?
That was an
like
episode. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Telling you.
Okay.
So,
Red's low-key.
Okay, Red.
I mean, off of that 70s show, the one I want to fuck is what's his head?
The guy who's a sexual predator in real life.
Cheater Chong?
Oh.
Oh,
What are
no.
you talking about?
She's talking about Hyde.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, God.
Cheech or Chong?
What's his name? Cheech and Chong. Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong. The guy from Cheech and Chong, like the other half of it. I can't remember his name.
Me neither right now.
That's sad. Wait, can I look it up?
No, you can think of it. He had
actual
the
Chong?
store. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were calling Pez or whatever his name is, Cheech and Chong. I was like, this feels really racial.
Oh my God.
Tommy Chong is who you're talking about.
Tommy Chong.
Yes, that's what I
I'm
wanna
sorry.
fuck.
That's why I was like, why is she being weirdly racial about
No.
Fez? That's his name. I called him
No,
Pez.
I want that dirty ass hippie dick. Give it to me.
Oh, I bet Tommy Chong's a good lover.
Mhm.
All right, let's do another round. Go.
Okay.
This is fun.
I'm going to need some time to make sure
Yeah.
it's things that you can actually relate to.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize for being young.
Okay, this is going to be a little abstract.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise.
Okay.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
I do too. Okay. So I would kill mustard. I would.
This is where we're going to differ.
I'd probably fuck mayo. And then I would marry ketchup because I love ketchup.
Mine's similar. I would kill ketchup, marry mustard, and fuck mayonnaise.
Wait, what?
I would kill ketchup.
You would kill ketchup?
Yeah, because I can live without ketchup. Mustard's, I like mustard a lot, and there's a lot of different kinds of mustard.
That's true.
And I would fuck mayonnaise all day long. That texture. All
right. I'm different from y'all too.
Yes. Finally, we got a different one.
I'm marrying mayonnaise for sure.
Yeah, you are.
I use mayonnaise all the time. I love mayonnaise. I have to have mayonnaise in my life forever and ever.
That's how I feel about ketchup.
Dude, that's how I feel about mustard. I mean, I love mayonnaise too, but I definitely use mustard more than
mayonnaise. Look at us. We're different.
Yeah, I marry mayonnaise. I am fucking ketchup and I'm killing mustard. Even though I don't want to, I just...
Interesting.
I love mustard too, though. God, give me like a good, like whole grain mustard. This
we can swing. You can fuck mustard sometimes if you let me.
Well, I killed him.
I married him though.
Oh shit!
I'm saying if you want to swing a little bit.
I killed your husband.
Yeah, you did. I did too, though.
Well, he's alive in my world. I'm saying I'm coming over to my house and
yeah.
get a little taste of mustard.
Okay, I'm down.
Then I can take a little hit of mayonnaise because I only got to hit it and quit it once. We can work this out.
We can.
Okay.
Your
now
turn.
my turn. Oh God, I hadn't thought about it.
You want to come back to you?
But then I feel like I can't think about it.
In the moment, you're trying to think about what you're responding with the other person?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to sing a song while you think?
Fresh.
Okay. Let me think.
While she's doing that, we'll take a moment to thank our sponsors.
What are our sponsors?
Water.
Yeah.
Cheers to water. Cheers to water. We love you.
Okay, I got one.
All right.
Because that made me think of it.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so this one's going to be drinks.
Okay, I like this.
So beer, coffee, and water.
Girl.
I got it.
Was that a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super easy for me.
It's super easy for me too.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to go first. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm killing coffee. I'm fucking beer. And I'm marrying water.
I think I'd probably be the same as you. Yeah.
I'm different. Marrying water. We're same on that, but I'm killing beer, fucking coffee.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I like the abstract ones. They make you think about it different.
know.
Like it's not just like about looks or like
Right. It's like what you like, I guess.
no, it's not even just what you like. It's like you're taking something that is just a thing and it's like you're wrapping your feelings around it and your relationship. Like, if how she uses mustard in multiple different ways is different than how you would, obviously, because you killed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you love ketchup on everything. So it's like looking at your personal relationship with these random ass shit.
That makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
I got it.
Go. Now.
Hold on. I need a third. I don't got it.
How are you doing? How do you like this?
I love it.
You need to come back. You will come back. I'm so excited that you're like our first official guest.
It feels weird, but not weird. Like it feels like the concept of it feels like a little odd, but then it also doesn't because it feels just natural.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Sweatpants. These are all comfy items, like comfy sweatpants, a big comfy t-shirt, and a big comfy sweater.
Okay. I've got to think about how those three things are different because they're so similar.
I know.
I like that though. You said sweatshirt, t-shirt, pants.
No, sweatpants, t-shirt, sweater.
Sweater. Okay.
I think I got mine.
Wait, what kind of sweater? Like a
Like just a
hooded one?
really comfy one.
Yeah, no, not a hooded. That's a sweatshirt.
No, that's a hoodie.
That's a hoodie. This is like a sweater.
Like a button-up sweater. It matters. It matters. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know what mine is.
Okay, go.
Okay, so I would kill the sweater. I would fuck the sweatpants. And then I would marry the t-shirt.
Oh my God. Imagining you fucking sweatpants.
It's very similar to that person fucking in the dream.
Breaking that back. I'll break my back on his sweatpants. I'll break those sweatpants back.
Okay.
Yours?
I think I got mine. Yeah, definitely killing the sweater. But I'm marrying sweatpants. I love sweatpants so much, like forever and ever and amen. So I guess I'm fucking the t-shirt.
That's mine too. I'm killing the sweater, fucking the shirt.
I feel like I wear a big comfy t-shirt every day, pretty much. So I have to marry it. Like it's my go-to.
I have to marry it. It's an arranged marriage. I'm being forced into this.
My parents made me do it. They decided it before I was born. Well, is there anything you want to like ask us while this is happening, or tell us? I'm just kind of putting you on the spot. Sorry. You don't have
it's
to.
okay.
No pressure, but
thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed this.
I know, me too. It's fun to have a guest.
It is.
I like how as soon as it's over, I'm like, did it record?
Every time.
I hope so.
Well, you have to accept the fact that it didn't. It might not have.
It's happened before, yeah.
Okay.
It feels weird.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
I will do this again if it didn't.
Oh, thank you.
Well, will you do it again if it did?
Yeah.
Okay. If everything's fucked, I'll do it again. But if it was successful, I'll never be back.
We love you.
Love you. Love y'all. You're
We're
amazing.
proud of you.
Aww.
Are you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you.
So tender.
I love y'all.
We love you.
Love you. All right. Clap it out.
Oh. Too early. Should I?
That was really successful, everybody.
Well, hold on. I changed my mind. Can we
What do
sing
you-
instead?
What do you want to sing? You want to sing Precious Angels right now?
Just for the memories.
Oh God. Sorry.
All right, ready? One. Just sing how you feel. Just feel it. Feel it. 1, 2, 3. Precious angels, here we are. Precious angels.
You're a star.
Precious angels. I'm the only one singing. Bye. And cut.
Okay, bye-bye.